Sup YouTube, and boy do I have a video guys today. I have found something special. First let's start with these. I will show you the main one, the major hype I would say out of this lot. I didn't get much stuff this week because we've been really busy. So let me show you some of the recolors I got for the Acceleracers. I believe this is power. Is it power? Oh, Drift Tech. I think this is a color shifter because it's got that cool, it's got that like the matte finish. I'm gonna have to put this in water and see how it goes. Like I said, I didn't really find much this weekend, sadly. Spucky livery. This probably came off one of those sets, like 1 out of 5 of the things they always do for stuff Hot Wheels does. I do have these iridiums, but these are pretty clean compared to the ones I own. So these will be taking those spots because they don't look bad. And I think this will be perfect. And I might not need to get any more of those because those are probably the best I've had. 2 hollowbacks. I do have this one, but it was like really faded. And this one's like super clean. So that one will definitely be taking a spot. Yeah, I know you guys see those. Don't worry. We'll get a close up of those. Do not worry. So those are pretty much the recolors. Asphalt Assault. This is definitely a McDonald's promo. The stickers are still on pretty well. And I just need to find the other ones, or maybe I can print them out or something. Oh, you can hear that wheel. It's the screeching. Yeah, scratchy wheels. You guys know I collect purple and teal and pink, and this is Sting. I know it's a fantasy casting. It's not something Sting. Super Stinger. It looks like a stingray, obviously. You can kind of tell even with the eyes. But yeah, I got it because of the colors. Purple, teal, pink. Another pink and purple and teal. Overboard 454. Beautiful purple. Purplish pink, I would say. Even the windows, pretty cool. Muscle Tone, another variant. Some kind of baseball livery. No idea where this came from, but it's super clean. So another for the Muscle Tone display case. If you guys don't know, I started collecting, is it Hot Wheels Prototype? I think this fantasy casting is called. Yeah, Hot Wheels Prototype 12. Let's got this cool McLaren F1 90s render. I think this was a 90s car too when it came out, but this one's really clean as well. Thankfully, all the ones I've had of this casting, because I don't collect them sealed, I collect them loose, they have all been really clean. So there's another clean version. And here is a Formula 1 car, as you guys know, like F1. I think might be an Indy racing though. It's got the Firehawks, Firestone wheels, wheels, Pennzoil. Pretty iconic livery, of course. This is a Johnny Lightning too. Pretty cool. So if you're wondering where these came from, I bought a hauler off the marketplace from a lady, and you're probably wondering, you picked these up from that? I was like, well, I'll show you what the hauler had at the very end of this. But there's a mobile one. It's got the Pegasus on there. The mobile Pegasus. Of course, I'm definitely gonna keep this as well. Well, the ones I'm showing you now, I'm gonna be putting in my display case and stuff. If you guys, well, I mean, you guys know the number. I mean, even the name says it there. But this will be going in my red, white, and blues. What's that one people say here? Raise hell, praise Dale. Haveline. If you guys don't know, this is one of my favorite NASCAR drivers at the time. I really liked NASCAR back in the day, but this is Davey Allison's Haveline. If you guys don't know who Davey Allison is, I think this is Davey Allison. His name is kind of there. I think it's that one. But he was an amazing driver. He would break bones and arms, legs. There's an iconic photo with him with his eyes bloodshot. And he still drove. He still was willing to finish the race with his eyes like that. It's really crazy. He's just like a badass pretty much. Got this cool Matchbox Police. It does have a speaker. I do need to open this later in the day and clean it a little bit better. I tried my best. But I'm going to be putting a battery in it and putting this with my red, white, and blues. I will need to get some adhesive or Sharpie remover and give it a little wipe down to get a better look. And there's a German police. This is for like one of those cheapo depot cars you could get at like a Family Dollar or Dollar Tree, but it's really clean. It's got the iconic. You can tell that we're going for a German livery, but that will be going for that for as well. If you guys are wondering why I got these, the reason I bought a hauler off the marketplace, like I said, and it had something special. And if you guys are wondering what the hell it is, well, let's show you. It is this. A Teku Real Acceleracers Reverb. I was shocked. Like, it was funny because there was like a lot of random stuff in this big semi-hauler. If you guys are wondering, I will put it in the thumbnail so you guys can see where I got it. The reverb was like in the very corner, and I couldn't believe my eyes, but it is a bit faded because if you guys know, accelerators are pretty old. Not old, but probably about 20 years now. And look at this. It's not that bad. It is faded, obviously, because, you know, kids have been playing with this, but look at that. A real reverb. If you guys don't know, reverb is the most expensive out of the accelerators, the originals, and probably the hardest to find. If you're an accelerator collector, you guys know how it goes hunting for these. Even on eBay, people still sell this for $100, and usually they're like really, really beat up and faded. And this is not bad for what I paid for it. For the whole hauler, I paid $40, and she even threw him a whole bunch of random stuff, but there were like a lot of baby toys, because this was you could tell it was like the grandson's old toys, and she was just getting rid of them. But hey, by all means, you know, I didn't care. I was going for the reverb. If you guys know, reverb is insanely hard to find if you're a real accelerator collector, I would say. Now I just need to find a sealed set, and maybe, well, if I find another one, I will definitely, you know, get another one. I did get this. This is the Ford. I mean, you can tell right away it's the Ford F-150. And I have two. There's another one in the back. I ordered another from a buddy of mine that helps me find these because I needed a loose set, and we are going to be opening this. So do not. Oh, I guess let me get you a close skim. Yeah, you can. I'm opening this because you can tell it's got the faded in there. So let's take this out of the blister. Makes me feel really guilty, but believe me, these things are not worth keeping sealed, because if you're like a mint collector, I would say that's all you need to worry about. I really hate when they tape stuff like this back in the day because I don't want to rip it. There's the Dune Rats. Definitely keeping the comic book. I'm putting those in my binder for sure. Let's put this down here. I should have got my tote, but let's get a close-up of that. Beautiful F-150. Really iconic truck too. Well, the 90s was a really good year for a lot of manufacturing companies. Dodge, Chevy, Fords were killing it in this era, in my opinion. Wave Ripper kills. Scorchers too. Damn, they're really fucking up those the Wave Rippers. That's kind of cool, the cover. It's got the little ducktail spoiler. It's really cool. Here's the comic. Let's open the comic. I'm going to keep these two, the little decals. I have a little book I keep them in. Episode 25 of 35. There it is. The F-150. There's a Nomad. Pretty interesting, huh? Dang, sexy nurse. That's really cool. This is like the credits and the sponsors. Yeah, there's a track set. Even the Wave Ripper ones isn't even on there. So let's put this down here. I do have another one. Got me another Scorchers. Probably my second one. I think the only one I have is the Red Baron. If you guys can see in my other videos. The Red Baron is the other Scorchers I have. So this is my second one. My actual first loose Scorchers, because the other one I'm keeping sealed. And if you're wondering why I'm opening this, it doesn't look too bad. Well, Here it's already coming apart, and I got it on a pretty good deal from my buddy. So we're gonna be opening this. This is a Thunderbird if you guys are curious. Oh no, I don't want to rip that because I do plan on keeping these little tokens. I'm gonna be putting them in a binder. Let's put this down here. Yeah, sorry about the mess. Usually I'm prepared, but I was really hyped. I was really hyped to show you guys the Reverb, because to be honest, I didn't. Thankfully, it just came across like my feed, and I was just searching for like random loots or random boxes of Hot Wheels. Sometimes you will get lucky and find actual Acceleracers in like random tubs of toys that people are donating or trying to sell. But there's a beautiful Thunderbird. Got the Scorchers logo. It's got a cool Zaymaki looking color. This is probably one of my favorite Thunderbirds. I think if it's what it is, T-Birds. This era of T-Bird is really cool in my opinion. Probably the most iconic and most popular T-Bird, I would say, out of all the others. Besides the old school ones, but episode 32. If my phone can focus on that. It was at Z36. There's Taro. There's a boy. Oh no, that's not a boy. That's the character. My bad. I don't even think Taro's in here. Oh, speaking of our boys, right there. Let's look at the Plymouth Roadrunner. Z36. Oh, cool. There's a Red Baron. Dior 2. T-Bird. Taro. Z36. And is that Wild? I think his son. Or not his son, his brother. My bad. Kurt's brother. Marky, I guess you would say. Then look, they're over there brawling. Man, the comics are... So far I've seen them, they're going all out in the comics compared to the actual movie. That's funny. Oh, yeah. I forgot. The comics, if you guys don't know, I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys the main collectors will know, but the comic is a little bit different to the movie, and I think Banji wins in the comics, but Vert wins in the movie, and they're both great. I don't think they're bad. I do appreciate when they do stuff like this, so I'm gonna be keeping all the little comic books for sure. So there's the two main highlights. Oh, let me show you the close ones. I did get this as well. Another Dune Rats. This is Sweet 16 2. If you guys don't know, this is in German. I got a good deal on this because no one was buying it, and it's obviously it's in German. If you guys can see it. And I will need to find another one because this one's really clean. I am going to be keeping it for now since it's sealed. But maybe I'll find somebody who has one as good a condition as this Sweet 16. Because I would feel bad if I open this when it's like this pristine. So maybe I can find somebody else that was willing to trade for another clean one, but in English. And this is the other one I got. Same one, but now we have a loose copy from my loose display set. And this is a really clean blister and everything. Well, not really clean, but clean enough to where I don't mind having it behind glass, and we'll never have to worry about this Brian Kadim. So I do still need to find everything except the Ford F-150. I do need to find another Sweet 16. Well, technically two, but those are the only ones I have. I do have Crazy 8 loose. I will show you here in a bit when I have to put away my Highway 35 cars at the end. So let's put this over here. Now let's move on to the opening of other stuff like the main lines. My buddy got me this from the Coca-Cola set. He knows that I collect Mr. Freeze blue and white display cases, and this will be going in there. So let's open this. I will probably need to get a screwdriver and probably cut it out, since if you guys don't know, M2s usually put them in a little glass case. Which I don't know why they do this. They do that. Why don't they just release it like the little ones they always do when you would just buy the little sets? Yeah, because like it's still behind the glass regardless. I guess because it's the holidays and they're coming. Some people do appreciate the card art on the Coca-Cola stuff, but to be honest, I'm getting kind of tired of the Coca-Cola collab with M2 or anything soda-based. But I'm going to be throwing this away. I don't really need this, but there's a beautiful Plymouth Roadrunner. Oh, it's a Dodge Dart, my bad. I don't know why I said Plymouth. I just got Plymouth on. I got Plymouth on the mind, boys. Because Taro is coming. I will definitely be showing you guys that next Sunday. Because Sundays are usually the days I upload, but I have a clean Taro Plymouth Roadrunner coming. So it's all I can think about right now. So sorry, Dodge Dart. I don't hate you. You're still beautiful. And you will be kept in a glass case for the rest of your life, if that's okay. So let's put this here. Let's put this back here so I know how to take it out. Next to Mr. Freeze, actually. Oh, we got lucky and got some of the Halloween sets. And you guys know I collect Night Shifter. My buddy was nice enough to give me 3 of them. 1 sealed, 1 loose, and 1 to save. And he got me a same for Hollowback. 1 sealed, 1 loose, and 1 to display. But these are going to be going on my display case. If you guys are wondering what the set looks like, don't worry. He also got me a set, so I will be showing you that as well. Here's a beautiful, beautiful Night Shifter. Another edition, recolor. Or another variant, I would say. So this will be going with my Night Shifter variants. And of course, you guys know I collect Accelerator recolors or anything. And this is a Hollowback, so it will definitely be going in there. Put this down here. Look at that cool, like a devil, little goblin. Beautiful, beautiful Hollowback. Gold and red. I can see. This is really cool. Oh, it's got the gold trim too. Dang, gold on gold. Damn, Torque has got the festivities going on. He loves Halloween, I guess. I didn't know Torque likes Halloween so much. Did get this Viper. I was cleaning out an inventory a lot yesterday, trying to downsize and donate a lot of cars for Toys for Tots, for anything orphanage wise. I'm giving them a lot of Hot Wheels, still in card too. So I bet they appreciate. Usually Toys for Tots, they do have to be in package and stuff, so I'm sure they will still take them. And if you guys are wondering why I got this or kept it, well, it's blue and white. This will be going with my Mr. Freeze display case as well. So I will put it next to my blue and whites, I guess. Let's put that there. Let's put this down here. And we have, you guys know I can look purple and teal, so got me the Dodge Hemi Challenger. These are peg warmers. If you guys are wondering where to find these, don't worry. I'm guaranteed people are not picking up these ones I'm showing you at the moment. Beautiful, beautiful purple. Mopar. Not really a fan of much muscle cars, but I still appreciate the history, and this purple is really, really sweet. McLaren S20S. Beautiful purple machine, so we'll be putting that in the purples. Sadly, it's not a McLaren P1, but still really cool. Another purple. Purple, purple, purple. Really cool 67 Camaro. I like when they do this Hot Wheels art design. Yeah, the art cars. Like a little schematic. This will be going as well with my Mr. Freeze display case. Put this down here. I do have quite a bit of these too, so this is cool. I like the silhouette of the sketch in there of the other Camaro. Beautiful blue and white. And we got this Dodge Dart. Purple and pink and orange. But this will be going with my purples and pinks. Mopar. Not a Mopar guy, but I do still appreciate the history. The color is what mainly caught my eye. I'm surprised it didn't, well, then again, it's like a cheap casting. They're not going to go spend time to do the details with the blower and stuff. or the roof scoops, whatever you call that stuff. The cowls. Did give me this a pack, if you're wondering why. I would say this would be a hit if I didn't have some of these, but I'm gonna donate some of them to my buddy. But the reason I got it is mostly for these three right here. But if I didn't have these two already, or these, everything would have been a hit except this one and then the Audi. All this would have been hits if I didn't own them, because this would be going with my purple and pinks and teal, my blue and whites, my McLaren P1 case, my C4 C7 Mustang box loose case, my Zamek and Chrome display box, and then this wagon I would save as a donor. But we are going to be opening this. Let's put that here. Let's show you one by one, I guess. This is the track wagon, track D wagon, I think it's called. Yeah, track D wagon. This one I do plan on keeping. I'm going to do a Teku style livery with this. So that's the reason why I decided to keep that. The Beetle is really sweet, but I do already have it. But my buddy will appreciate that, so let's put this over here. You guys know I love C7s, so this will be going with my C7 case set, or my loose box little case. Put that there. The main focus of this box set, I would say, the beautiful McLaren P1. If you guys know, this is one of my favorite modern supercars. I just like the way it looks. I fell in love with it too when I saw that segment video of Top Gear on Top Gear. The Widowmaker. Beautiful Audi. But I don't collect Audis like this, so definitely going to be a donor. R8 Spider. If I can focus. Yeah, R8 Spider. Let's put this over here. Purple and teal, or pink and teal. I do already have this, so this will definitely be a donor to my buddies as well. So I don't mind giving him stuff too, because he actually collects loose cars as well. Not really a fan of drag cars, but remember, it is blue and white. This will be going with my Mr. Freeze display. This looks like a Ford Thunderbird. Oh yeah, Ford T-Bird. This is like, oh, there it is. 80. I was gonna say this is like an 80s style. You can tell from the headlights. Ford was doing a lot of headlights this version around the 80s, early 90s. So another blue and white for the Mr. Freeze. And what's it called? Vancinator or something like that? I can't. Oh, Punk Rod. My bad, Punk Rod. Didn't mean to do that to you. Still pretty cool, but this is going to be a donor for my buddy, so let's put that over here. My friend did give me this as well, the Mattel 80th anniversary. See, there's Custom Auto. What's it called? El Segundo, is that I think it was called? And then there's Bone Shaker, of course, Twin Mill, and then that thing. I don't know what that thing's called, so. Oh yeah, there you go. Bone Shaker, El Segundo Coupe, Twin Mill, Oh Bad to the Blade, and Custom Auto. My bad. Oh Bad to the Blade, I think, was the one at the very top. But we're not going to be opening that. I was going to just show you guys real quick. Oh, look at this. I do find errors every now and then, but this is really cool. I was cleaning out my inventory and I found an error. So that's pretty sweet. I figured I'd show you guys on camera. I will probably sell this, I'm not gonna lie, because people usually go crazy. Or if someone's willing to trade, which I would prefer, why the hell not? Usually I put these together for, for reference when they buy something like this, or trade, just so they know what they're getting, why they're buying it. To pick this up, I do love this 68 Camaro, this cyberpunky resto mod look. Here's the set. That's the chase, they're really special. They did have all these except the chase, obviously, but I only wanted the Camaro because this is probably one of my favorite renders of it. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful render. Whoever rendered this car did a really, really good job. And I have quite a bit of variants of this, so this will be going with my wide body and renders box with the other Camaros. But that I'm going to keep sealed. I'm not opening that. Let's put this over here. You guys know I love Night Shifter. And Hot Wheels ID. It's got this cool color. Not really Spectre Flame, I would say, like the other Hot Wheels ID, the box set. There's a little ID card. And let's see. I do collect sealed and loose, starting now loose, but if you guys don't know, Night Shifter is one of my favorite fantasy castings, and now we have a sealed version of this. I will just need to find a loose of that. Matchbox did get some newer stuff, but sadly, look, I didn't even notice it's cracked. I will probably need to go get another one, but I do love, I don't know why I said in the other video that I wasn't a fan. I love Mitsubishi 3000 GTs. I don't know what the hell I was on when I was saying that, to be honest, but if I was to buy 90 cars, this Mitsubishi would be one of them. I'm not going to lie. And let's see. This is a 94 Mitsubishi 3000 GT. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful car. And let me see what's in the back here. No, not really anything. Let's see. Oh. I don't know. I was going to say, give me a minute. Someone's calling, but I think we're okay. But yeah, look at that crack. It's pretty bad. And I did get this to keep it sealed. I do collect some 90s cars, so I apologize. And when they're like slightly open like this, but I know I'm like a purist, I would say. But for now, that's okay. Let's put it over here. My buddy did give me, he knows I love me Utes, and he got me this cool purple El Camino. I think there's a Super Treasure Hunt version of this too. Sadly, I don't have it, but it is purple. But I'm going to be keeping these sealed because these are going with my Utes and haulers, or not, I would say Utes and little trucks category. This will definitely be going in there because I don't have that. And here is the Halloween set. So let's go one by one. Of course, this holoback. Was it Diesel Duty? This is number 2. Hologram. Night Shifter. And how do you say that? Collator? Collator? Interesting. But I only wanted Holoback and Night Shifter, to be honest. But they were nice to give me a set. Oh, and we did get some more Silver Series. But I've already showed you guys all these before. I'm just doing my part, boys. Every time I see them on the pegs, I'm buying that whole peg out. Because they are peg warmers here around me. But do your part. Do your part and get all the accelerators off the pegs, because if they sell well, they're going to make the other characters. So I'm doing my part, I would say. But let's do one last highlight, I guess. Put the badass boys over here. Or I can show you my hand. Reverb. Or is it reverts now, I guess. The F-150 Dune Rats. And the T-Bird. I would say those are the highlights, especially, well, the sealed one as well, the sealed ones, but since they're up close and loose, bask in their glory. But that's it, fellas. I'm so apologize, it's a short video, but like I said, I didn't really go out this much this weekend, and sadly, there wasn't that many vendors to trade with. But thanks for watching, guys. See you later.